Alrighty there, folks, and welcome to another one of my little cooking videos. Haven't done one of these for a really long time, but we're gonna do party dip tonight since it's New Year's Eve when I'm recording this, and I'm making it. So I thought, what the hoo-ha? I'll go ahead and record a video of me doing it. So of course we're starting off with your basic ingredients. We got a slow cooker insert, a couple of a leftover brick, and a full brick of the nuclear winter processed cheese stuff. And we got ourselves some of the diced tomatoes with green chili. You can use the Rotel. I just use the store brand because it's really the same stuff. Alright, and of course, those are the two ingredients you actually need to make your cheesy, spicy party dip. Hamburger is of course an option, which I will be including. So what separates my party dip and makes it awesome compared to everybody else's? One, I know what the hell I'm doing when it comes to cooking. My mother was a cook for how long? 36 years. We know how to do the cooking. And when it comes to a dip like this, as simple as it is, it's all about layering in your flavors. So if you want people to just come to your party, or your New Year's Eve get-together, your Christmas get-together, whatever it is you're wanting to do this dip for, and leave completely unimpressed and forgetting what you've made for them, just do it the regular old-fashioned cheese, tomatoes, and some hamburger way, and leave it at that. If you want to make them mildly addicted to your cooking, do it my way. So we're going to start off with, of course, the regular ingredients here. Now, with the tomatoes, you want to partially drain these. Not completely, but if they're really, it depends on the brand you get. Rotel's usually pretty good about not having a lot of water on theirs, which is one good reason to go ahead and get the Rotel instead of a generic. But you need some liquid in here, or otherwise you're just going to end up with goop. The can pop there. So we got our couple of cans of Rotel. And of course now we're going to move on to things that I do that other people tend not to, that really kicks this up. Now let me get over here and open up some packages right quick. Set down the camera. Not very interesting to watch, and I admit I should have opened this stuff first. But we all make errors. Alright, so what we got here is a mother-loving huge chunk of pepper jack cheese, which is just going to go right in here. We're not even going to bother chopping that up. And I've also got some bags of shredded there if I need them. But it depends on how much room we got left at the end of this. And then we've also got a couple of cans here of black beans, drained and rinsed, because we do not want our dip to turn black. And all I do to rinse them is I just open up the can, get out the liquid that's in it at the top, and then just start putting hot water in it, shaking it up, and then rinsing. Easy peasy. So already we have gone well beyond what most people do. And we've added in more flavors. We've added in that pepper jack cheese for a lot more punch, a lot more depth to the cheesy flavor instead of just the nuclear winter cheese. And we've added in some beans, which is going to add more protein, more flavor. Again, it's more all about those layers of flavor. Now when it comes to the hamburger, kind of pan over here a little bit. I got it on the stove there still. So hamburger, you never just do hamburger plain. Okay, you start off with a kind of a lean hamburger, 80-20, 90-10. You do some onion in it, you chop up an onion in it real good, and then fry the onion in with it. And then you use like some steak seasoning in there, some pepper. I use cumin. Adds a huge amount of flavor. Basically, you make it like you would taco meat. As much of the seasoning as you want. You can use chili powder. You can use anything you want, as long as it goes with that Mexican kind of flavoring, which is like taco meat, like I said. only you want to over season it. You know, this, you wouldn't want to use this for tacos because it would be overpowering. But with all the cheese and beans and all the stuff that's going in this dip, this is perfect. So we got to get this over here. Let me set the camera down again so I can get it in. Another little tip, do not drain your damn hamburger. That's why you get leaner hamburger in the first place. You want the fat in there. Because let's be real here, if you're eating this stuff, you're not all that concerned about your health for that night. So put the fat in, there's a lot of flavor in the fat, put it in there. Don't be a wuss. Alright, so we still got a little bit of spare room here, and I love leftovers of this. Can keep it going for days on end, so we're going to throw in some of this shredded cheese here to fill up the space. And I guess I just have to set the camera down. And there you go, a big old mess of cheese. In fact, there's so much in here that we can't see anything. So, then, quite simple. At this point, you take this, cover it up, stick it in the slow cooker, turn that sumbitch on, and let it sit until it's good and tasty. And there you have it. That is Ryan's ultimate, supreme, super duper, knock 'em dead, knock their socks off, whatever you want to call it. Way better than the generic crap you're going to be eating at the vast majority of parties you go to that have this sort of dip. My dip. My super dip. Have fun with it. And believe me, I never do this exactly the same way twice. I always mix it up. Sometimes I use like ranch style beans. Sometimes I use chili beans. Sometimes I use a lot more tomato. Sometimes I go with less tomato. Sometimes you know, there's some different types of Mexican cheese blends, like there's a habanero blend you can find some places, or of course there's always specialty cheeses. I'll throw something like that in there. I'll change up how I season the hamburger a bit here and there with different like seasonings, steak seasonings, or you know, there's lots of different ways you can do this. But this is my basic version. This is the one that I usually do this time of year, New Year's Eve. So have fun with it. Like I said, I'll see you on the next one, and enjoy the dip. May the dips be with you.